To set up your CompreFrame, you can start by plugging in the force amplifier box. There are two serial connections on the back for force sensor and PC, and you can plug in the serial cable from the force sensor into that plug. To connect the display unit, you can connect it here on the side, and then the other end plugs into the front of the force amplifier box. Then we can connect power and switch it on. Now you can see that the current force is displayed on the display unit, as well as the maximum force allowed for your force sensor. If I now push down, you will see the force changes here. And to plug into a PC, we have to connect with a serial cable to the PC connection on the back. And then the other end of the serial cable plugs into a serial to USB adapter, which is included. And then you can plug into your PC with USB. To record your data in CompreDrive Control, first go to the RHD plugins tab, and here you will have the RHD force amplifier part, and you can press connect. This connects to the force amplifier box, and if you select the RHD FA force net or gross in the list of values, as you can see, you will get the force displayed in CompreDrive Control, and here you can also save it to a file. Now we can place our cell in the CompreFrame. The bottom piston is electrically connected to a 2mm banana socket on the back here at the force sensor. If you have a 4mm plug that you can plug into your potentiostat, you can use the included adapter. And as soon as we approach the cell here towards the top piston will be connected to a 4mm banana socket located here at the back. And before we apply force, we should tare the force sensor to remove the contribution of the weight of the cell. We can do this either in the software or by holding down on this button on the side of the display unit. Now you can see the force shows 0 newtons, and by pushing this button instead of holding down, we can switch between the gross and the net weight. The N indicates that we're looking at the net force, so with the weight subtracted. And now I can turn this wheel to raise the platform and raise the cell up towards the top of the CompreFrame. And as soon as that makes contact, we will start to apply some force to the cell. And that is happening now. So when I'm turning this wheel, you can see that the force increases. And at some point you can also use the included levers. One of them has a thread which you can screw into one of the holes around the base of the CompreFrame. And the other one without threads you can put into one of the holes of the wheel. And that way just gives you a little bit more leverage to apply a higher force to the sample. And using the levers, you can also quite precisely apply a certain force by turning those levers back and forth.